Do you know what your blood pressure reading is at rest and if it is safe for you to exercise? Well, that's what I'll be answering in this video. Hi everyone and welcome to Exercise for Health, and today I will provide the latest parameters for resting blood pressure, but more importantly, what levels are safe for exercising. I get so many comments from people telling me what their blood pressure is and asking if it's okay to do one of my workouts that I thought it best to cover this on a separate video. So firstly, let's look at what a resting blood pressure is. This is taking a reading when you've been sat down quietly for at least 15 minutes to get a better measure of what your blood pressure actually is. Blood pressure does vary all the time, just like fluctuations in your heart rate or pulse. So you can also take 3 blood pressure readings at 5-minute intervals to then obtain an average. Blood pressure tends to be higher first thing in the morning after you've been sleeping, so you can also take readings at different periods throughout the day, again to get a better idea of what your true resting blood pressure is. Once you have your reading, you'll be presented with 2 numbers. A systolic reading or higher top figure, which is the pressure on the arterial wall during the heartbeats, and the diastolic reading or lower bottom figure, which is the pressure on the arterial wall in between the heartbeats. According to the British Heart Foundation, an ideal blood pressure reading at rest is considered to be between 90 and 120 on the systolic figure and between 60 and 80 on the diastolic figure. You can see on the table that readings higher than this on either figure are categorized into different stages of hypertension. Now, I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of people over the last 25 years that have had a blood pressure reading that is considered pre-hypertensive, and in most cases they have been recommended to change their lifestyle behaviour, such as being more active, eating healthily, reduce stress and quitting smoking if necessary, and these interventions may be enough to help bring their blood pressure into an ideal range. However, if changes to their lifestyle don't have the desired effect, or their blood pressure is already consistently high in one of the 3 stages over a long period of time, a doctor may decide that a medical intervention is the safest way to reduce that person's blood pressure. This can be in the form of an alpha blocker, a beta blocker, a calcium channel blocker, a diuretic, an ACE inhibitor, an angiotensin receptor blocker, or one from another medical group, and in some cases more than one type is prescribed. When it comes to exercising though, any movement that demands work from the body, whether it's from cardio or resistance training, will inherently raise the blood pressure and heart rate. The intensity of the workout will partly dictate how high the blood pressure will spike, but obviously the higher your blood pressure is at rest, the higher it's likely to go during exercise. Therefore, if your resting blood pressure is considered ideal or pre-hypertensive, most types of exercise are likely to be safe for you, providing that you have no other associated heart conditions. But if you're taking medication for your blood pressure, or your resting blood pressure is considered hypertensive, then there will be a degree of risk to your health when you exercise, although the benefits from exercising will outweigh these risks, providing you follow the guidelines of warming up gradually and not exercising to an extreme intensity. The point at which exercise is considered contraindicated, meaning that the risk of exercising outweighs the benefits, is if your systolic reading at rest is above 180 and or your diastolic reading is above 100. If your blood pressure exceeds these values, then you're recommended to get this under control before you start any exercise of a moderate or vigorous intensity. Doing daily activities of a light nature such as housework, shopping, walking and so on will still be okay though. Once your blood pressure at rest is of an acceptable level, then exercising for 30 minutes or more on 3 to 5 days a week will be highly beneficial to helping you manage your blood pressure in the long term, which in turn will help prevent strokes and heart attacks. And if you want some exercises to do at home, then check out the 3 workouts I have done on this channel specifically for lowering blood pressure, which you can find in the playlist, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. I hope the information in this video helps answer some of your blood pressure related questions. If so, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay active and keep moving to feel better.
Eee.